December 27, 1948, Flight NC-16002, the world's largest passenger aircraft of its time, vanished over the Bermuda Triangle. With 134 people on board, no wreckage was ever found. But what if I told you the passengers didn't die that night? They lived for 9 long years on a mysterious island no map has ever shown. Let's begin. It was a calm winter night when Douglas DC-3 took off from Miami to Florida, carrying 125 passengers and 9 crew members. The sky was silent, the engine steady, and Captain Robert Miller sat confidently in the cockpit. It was 8:13 p.m. when the radio first crackled. The connection with San Juan ATC began to weaken. Captain Miller reported a minor technical issue. That was the last time anyone heard his voice. Just 10 seconds later, the aircraft disappeared from radar forever. Its final location? Right at the heart of the Bermuda Triangle. What happened next was something no one could have imagined. The plane was dragged into a massive unknown vortex, like a monster made of wind and darkness. Passengers screamed, alarms blared, and every instrument, compass, radar, communication, went dead. The plane was no longer flying. It was falling. After half an hour of fighting the violent storm helplessly, the aircraft finally broke through the clouds. Below them stretched an endless ocean. No land, no light, no hope. The engines failed. Silence filled the cabin, until the co-pilot spotted a strange island ahead. The plane descended sharply and crashed into a gigantic ancient tree. But instead of exploding, the branches wrapped around the aircraft like a net, and 134 human lives were miraculously saved. Inside the wreck, people cried, screamed, prayed. Captain Miller, injured yet conscious, stood up and took control. A retired Army doctor, Dr. Evelyn Reed, immediately treated the wounded. 10 people were seriously injured, broken arms, fractured legs, deep head wounds, but everyone else survived. When they climbed out, reality struck. No maps showed this island. They were alone, completely cut off from the world. The first problem was water. Hunger and thirst tightened like a noose around them. Scavenging the plane wreck gave them little supplies. They built a temporary shelter from seats, metal sheets, and large leaves. That night they sat together, staring at darkness, sharing one question: will anyone ever find us? The next morning came with bigger challenges: food and fire. No one knew which fruits were poisonous. One man ate an unknown fruit and died painfully by evening. The first death that shattered their hope. A teenage boy, fascinated by science, used his glasses to focus sunlight on dry leaves. Hours later, a spark, then smoke, then fire. The entire camp cheered like they had won a war. Meanwhile, engineer Arthur Vance attempted to repair the damaged radio. After days of effort, he sent a weak distress signal, but received no reply. The battery died, and their last link to the world was gone. Days passed. On the 10th night, 4 boys and 1 girl fled secretly in a small R. They were never seen again. Desperation was growing. People realized they might be stranded for long. They organized groups: hunters, gatherers, shelter builders, medics. But at sea, the US launched the largest search operation in history. They scanned the Atlantic for a full week. Not a single piece of debris. The world declared them dead. But the island survivors learned to live. They crafted weapons from metal and stone, fought wild boars that attacked at night, and celebrated their first successful hunt with tears in their eyes. They carved help on the beach using fallen palm trunks, hoping a plane might see it someday. If you're feeling the pain and tension of this story, hit like and subscribe. Your support helps bring such real and spine-chilling stories to you. 6 months passed. Search was abandoned. Families were notified. No survivors. Yet here, on an unknown island, a new society was forming. Sick and injured healed slowly, but disease and grief took more lives. Soon, 114 people remained. They dug graves, prayed together, sang old songs at night, trying to remember what hope felt like. After 1.5 years, a miracle. The first child was born on the island. His cry sounded like sunlight after endless rain. 2 years turned into 5. Kids grew up never seeing cars, cities, or electricity. Their world was just the island. Resources started to shrink. Food grew scarce. Tension rose, groups divided. One followed Captain Miller, determined to escape. The other believed the island was their destiny. While searching for food, a group discovered the ruins of an ancient civilization deep inside the forest. In a cave lay an old skeleton with a rusty aircraft part. They realized they were not the first ones stranded here. Years passed. Storms, diseases, hunger took more lives. Their number fell to 82. On the 8th year, a devastating cyclone destroyed almost everything. Then an earthquake shattered cliffs and trees, exposing hidden airplane wires under the wreck. One day, Arthur Vance was inspecting the debris when something unbelievable happened. A solar flare hit Earth, reconnecting damaged circuits, and after 9 years of silence, the radio came alive. With trembling hands, he said, "Mayday, this is flight NC-16002. We are alive. We have been stranded for 9 years. Does anyone copy?" Miami ATC froze. They thought it was a joke until he confirmed Captain's name, number, and date. Within hours, the rescue mission was relaunched. 83rd month. The survivors lit huge fires every night, hoping someone would see the smoke. Then one morning, someone screamed, "A ship! A ship on the horizon!" Tears flooded every eye. They ran, fell, crawled, hugged, screamed. They were finally saved. After 9 painful years, 82 survivors stepped back into the world. Weak, broken, but alive. Their story shook America. 1 year later, author James Baldwin wrote Lost in the Echo, the 9-year survival of Flight NC-16002, one of the best-selling books of that time. This wasn't just a survival story. It was a reminder. Even the smallest spark of hope can cut through the darkest night.